Have you ever wondered what secrets a haunted mansion could hold? Amidst overgrown vines and forgotten time stands an old mansion, a relic of a bygone era. This mansion, with its faded grandeur, holds a sinister secret. Once home to a prosperous family, it now lies abandoned, save for the eerie whispers that echo through its desolate halls. Its former inhabitants, the Blackwoods, were a family of high standing, but their prominence couldn't shield them from tragedy. Strange occurrences began to plague the family, from inexplicable cold drafts to fleeting shadows in the corners of their eyes. The laughter of children where none were present was heard, and possessions moved without human touch. Soon this once cherished home was feared, its reputation as a haunted house cemented in local lore. The mansion in daylight stands as a mere husk of its former self, a silent testament to its grim past. But as the sun sets and the moon takes over, the mansion awakens, revealing its true nature. As darkness falls, the mansion comes alive with the sound of whispers and creaking floors. That's right, friends. When the sun dips below the horizon, the mansion seems to awaken from a long slumber. The once quiet and serene edifice transforms into a playground for the unseen. The mansion, shrouded in darkness, becomes a symphony of strange noises, each one more unsettling than the last. The stillness of the night is punctuated by the eerie creaking of wooden floors, as if walked upon by unseen entities. The whispers, oh, the whispers! They fill the empty halls, soft and subtle, yet they carry the weight of centuries-old secrets. They are not mere sounds. They are specters of conversations past, echoes of a time long gone, and the lights, the flickering lights. They dance to a tune only they can hear, their unpredictable rhythm casting an unsettling glow throughout the mansion. They flicker, they dim, they brighten, seemingly at their own whims. They paint the mansion in a palette of shadows, each flicker a chilling reminder of the mansion's haunted past. Then, there are the sightings. A figure, ghostly and ethereal, is often seen roaming the mansion's many halls. It moves with purpose, yet aimlessly, as if searching for something or someone lost in time. Its presence is fleeting, disappearing as quickly as it appears, leaving behind only a chill in the air and a sense of dread that lingers long after it's gone. As the night deepens, the mansion's unseen tenant becomes more restless, its spectral activities growing more intense. And then, in the dead of night, when the world outside is at its quietest, a mournful wail cuts through the silence. It echoes through the mansion, a chilling, heart-wrenching cry, a lament from beyond the grave. And in the dead of night, a mournful wail echoes through the mansion, a chilling reminder of the mansion's unseen tenant. One fateful night, a group of thrill-seekers decided to explore the mansion. Eager for an adrenaline rush, they tiptoed through the creaking halls, their hearts pounding in rhythm with the echo of their footsteps. The mansion, a relic of a bygone era, stood imposingly, its high ceilings and grand archways whispering tales of its past. As they ventured further, the air grew colder, an inexplicable chill that seemed to seep into their bones. They couldn't shake off the feeling of being watched, of unseen eyes following their every move. The flickering lights cast long, eerie shadows that danced on the cracked walls, adding to their growing unease. They heard whispers, soft and insidious, carried on the stale air of the mansion. These were not the murmurs of the wind, but rather they sounded like hushed voices, their words unintelligible yet filled with an unearthly menace. It was as if the mansion was alive, its spectral inhabitants restless and displeased by the intrusion. Each room they explored was a testament to the mansion's forgotten glory. Dust-covered furniture, moth-eaten drapes, and faded portraits of stern-faced aristocrats added to the mansion's eerie charm. Yet there was a palpable sense of dread that hung heavily in the air, a silent warning that they were unwelcome visitors in this haunted abode. Their laughter and banter gradually faded, replaced by a tense silence. The thrill of their adventure was slowly being overshadowed by a gnawing fear. Their brave faces faltered, their smiles turning into grimaces, their eyes reflecting the terror that was slowly creeping into their hearts. With every creaking floorboard and flickering light, their fear amplified. Each whisper seemed to grow louder, the cold spots more frequent. The mansion was no longer just an old building. It was a living, breathing entity, a host to unseen forces that were growing increasingly hostile. Little did they know, their adventure was about to take a terrifying turn. As they delved deeper into the mansion, they stumbled upon a room that held a shocking discovery. They found themselves standing at the entrance of a room that had been hidden away, shrouded in the mansion's own dark history. This room, unlike the rest, had an aura that was almost palpable. It felt heavier, colder, as if the very air was saturated with the remnants of forgotten tales. The room was a chilling sight. Time, it seemed, had stood still within these four walls. Cobwebs hung like mournful curtains, dust blanketed every surface, and an eerie silence echoed through the space. An antiquated writing desk sat in the corner, its surface littered with yellowed papers, frozen in a moment long past. A flickering candle, the only source of light, cast long, dancing shadows that seemed to whisper their own haunting stories. As they ventured further in, their hearts pounded in their chests like a drum echoing in the silence. Each step on the creaking wooden floor filled the room with a symphony of dread. The atmosphere was so thick with fear and confusion, it was almost suffocating. Their breaths became shallow, their palms sweaty. A sense of dread, so overwhelming, gripped them, making their skin crawl. It was as if the room itself was alive, breathing with them, watching them. Their eyes were drawn to a parchment on the desk, its ink faded but the words still legible. As they leaned in to read, their hearts skipped a beat. The words on the page were a tale of horror, a confession of deeds so dark it could curdle the blood in their veins. But just as they were about to uncover the mansion's darkest secret, the door slammed shut, leaving them trapped in the room. What happened next will send chills down your spine, but that's a story for another time. They were left alone, with the echoes of the unfinished tale and the haunting legacy of the mansion's unseen tenant.